Today, I'm going to answer the question that has been plaguing all of us, the question that's been keeping us all up at night. I know you have been as concerned about this as I have, so I am now going to answer the question for everyone so that we can all have a little bit of peace of mind. And that question is, what's the difference between Twizzler Bites and Twizzler Nibs? It makes no sense to me. Twizzlers has two different products that are almost exactly the same, Bites and Nibs. You almost never see both of them at one store. One carries Bites, one carries Nibs. But I was at a store the other day, and they had both, Bites and Nibs. You know, I should have asked them which one they sell more of. That would be interesting to know as well. But let's examine some of the differences. We're going to start out with the nutritional value. If you take a look here, I'm looking at the Bites. We're starting with the Bites. The Bites serving size is 13 pieces, 31 grams. The Nibs serving size is 22 pieces, 31 grams. There are 5 servings per container. Here we have 6 servings per container. The total fat is 0.5, saturated fat 0, trans fat 0, cholesterol 0, sodium 70, carbs 25, sugars 14, protein less than 1. Now let's take a look here at the Nibs. With the Nibs, the total fat is 1 gram, twice as much as you see in the Bites. The cholesterol is 0, that matches. The sodium is 50 milligrams versus 70 milligrams over here. Less salt, less sodium. The carbs, 25 grams, 16 grams of sugar. Here, we only have 14 grams of sugar. It's lower percentage. Why? Less sugar, more sodium, and less fat. Here, more fat, less sodium, more sugar. So now we have seen one difference between Nibs and Bites. The Bites are saltier and less sweet. Very strange. Now let's take a look here at the ingredients. The ingredients are virtually the same. The difference is on the, I can't even remember which is which here. And my memory's gone. But anyway, the Bites have 2% or less of palm oil, whereas the Nibs have palm oil, not 2%, so it has more than 2% of palm oil. It also contains this potassium sorbate and preservative. No potassium sorbate or preservative here. Why? I don't understand why the difference. So there you have it. The difference in the Nibs and the Bites so far, what we've seen, is that the Nibs are sweeter and less salty. The Twizzler Bites are saltier and less sweet. Additionally, there's more servings and a smaller count per serving on the Twizzler Bites than on the Nibs. Less servings. You can see the bag of the Nibs is smaller. They give you less Nibs than they do Bites. You can kind of see that there. You see that there? It's ridiculous. And you can also see it right here. They remind you here. 110 calories. Oh, great, they're both 110 calories. But there's 70 milligrams of sodium in the Bites and only 50 in the Nibs. And there are 14 grams of sugar in the Bites, only 16 in the Nibs. Now it is time for us to examine the actual product itself. We're going to open the bags. And I've been waiting for this for a long time, since I got these, in fact, because I want to eat them. They're delicious. Okay, I've opened the bags. I did it off camera here. And now I'm going to take out some of these Bites and the Nibs. I'm going to count out, and I won't make you watch this. I'm going to count out one serving size of each. Okay, so here we have one serving size of each of these. Twizzler's Bites, we have 13 of them. Twizzler's Nibs, we have 22 of them. Now, if we examine one of each, the shapes are different. Oops. Shapes are different there. The Bites are larger, and you can see they're textured. Whereas the Nibs are smaller and not textured. See, the Bites actually have like kind of holes through them. So if you want to, I guess use one as a blowgun or something like that, you can put a tiny little, like really almost infinitely small dart in there and then blow it or something like that and shoot at someone. Yeah, I don't know exactly what you do. Maybe you can use it as a harmonica. I don't know. I don't know why there are holes through that one. On the right, we have the bite, and again, if you remember, bite is saltier. The nib is sweeter. One of each. Now I'm going to taste them both.